At first glance, it looks sleek, flawless, unstoppable. The F-35 fighter jet is hailed as the crown jewel of modern aviation, stealthy, deadly, and versatile. But behind this polished machine lies a brutal story. It is the most expensive weapons program in history, draining over $1 trillion, testing the limits of engineering, and nearly collapsing under its own ambition. Every line of its design was born in fire, titanium skeletons hammered by machines that shake the earth, composite skins sprayed with secret coatings that whisper against radar waves, turbines shrieking louder than hurricanes. Even now, when one takes flight, the sound is not just power, it is money burning. Nations betting their future, engineers holding their breath. Some see a miracle of war, a machine that makes pilots vanish into the sky. Others see a disaster hidden under stealth panels, a jet haunted by flaws and cost overruns. And yet, it exists, flying above oceans and deserts, rewriting what air combat means. So how was it built? What secrets lie in its skin, its engine, its code? And why do many call the F-35 both the future of war and America's most expensive mistake? Asterisk. Asterisk. Every fighter begins with a skeleton, and the F-35's bones are forged in fire. Inside cavernous hangars, robotic arms hammer titanium into ribs and spines, each piece heavier than a car, yet milled to tolerances thinner than a human hair. Sparks fly like falling stars, echoing against steel walls, while hydraulic presses groan with each crushing blow. The sound alone rattles the chest deep, mechanical thunder, as if the factory itself breathes. Here, engineers do not see parts. They see the frame of a predator. Panels of composite are cut, with CNC blades screaming at thousands of revolutions, edges glowing hot as coolant sprays and hissing bursts. Workers in protective suits climb scaffolds to align beams that stretch the length of a bus. A single crack or weld defect can doom billions in investment. One mistake, and years collapse in seconds. Careers hang in balance as much as steel. It is here, amid molten sparks and pounding presses, that the F-35 skeleton takes shape raw, skeletal, unfinished, but alive with potential. Each clang is both creation and warning. This is not just metal, it is the foundation of a machine meant to vanish into the skies. Would you stand in a factory where each strike of steel carries the weight of nations? Type steel in the comments if you dare. Asterisk. Asterisk. A skeleton is nothing without skin. For the F-35, that skin is a weapon of deception. Inside climate-controlled chambers, engineers spray a secret blend of polymers and radar-absorbing compounds, layer after layer, until the aircraft seems to drink light itself. The hiss of atomizers fills the air, mist swirling like smoke, settling across panels smoother than glass. The sound is soft, almost whispering, yet it hides a violence of purpose, invisibility. These coatings and composites bend radar waves, scattering them into silence. To an enemy's scream, the F-35 does not look like a fighter at all. It appears as a bird, or vanishes completely. But the miracle has a price. This skin is fragile, peeling under rain, cracking under heat. Each repair costs millions. Each touch of the surface must be done with gloves. Critics mock it as golden paint, a $1 trillion illusion. Still, inside the factory, technicians trace hands across its surface as if sculpting shadows. They know invisibility is not magic, it is chemistry, discipline, and endless hours of sanding in silence. Do you believe a jet can truly disappear from the eyes of war? Or is it only as strong as its weakest coat of paint? Let me know in the comments. Asterisk.
The core assembly is proceeding on schedule.
Indeed. The power conduits are showing optimal energy flow.
We are ready for Phase 2.
Asterisk. The body now needs a heart. At Pratt & Whitney's engine plant, the F-135 takes shape, the most powerful jet engine ever built. Its turbines are carved from nickel alloys that can survive heat beyond volcanic fire. Each blade spins fast enough to cut through steel, each fan compressing air with the fury of hurricanes. The sound here is not a hum, it is a roar that shakes walls, a scream of air and fire. As workers align massive shafts, glowing orange from stress tests, engineers watch monitors flashing temperatures of 1,600 degrees Celsius. Fuel injectors spray mist with a hiss, igniting into blue-white flame that dances like lightning. One misalignment, one crack in a blade, and the engine could shatter itself, tearing apart a machine worth hundreds of millions. Yet this fire-breathing core is what lets the F-35 hover, sprint, and disappear. It gulps thousands of liters of air each second, then turns it into thrust enough to lift steel straight into the sky. Without it, the F-35 is nothing but dead weight. Would you fly a jet, knowing its heart beats this violently, that even perfection could destroy itself? Type yes if you trust this power, or no if you never would. Asterisk. Asterisk. Power alone cannot win wars. The F-35's true weapon is its brain. In sterile clean rooms, engineers thread thousands of wires through narrow steel arteries. Clicks echo as connectors snap into place, each one carrying signals faster than thought. Monitors beep softly, tiny LEDs flicker, and the air hums with electricity. At the center lies sensor fusion, a nervous system that sees in every direction. Cameras stitched into the jet's skin feed into a helmet visor worth $500,000. When a pilot looks down, he does not see the cockpit, he sees the earth below, targets glowing like ghosts. Radar sweeps, infrared scans, satellite links, all collapsing into one seamless picture. But behind the miracle are millions of lines of code. Bug-ridden, unstable, fragile. Each update takes months. Each error could blind the jet in battle. Critics say the F-35 is not a fighter, but a flying computer prone to crashing like a laptop. If you've stayed this far, type code in the comments, because to understand this machine is to see war rewritten in algorithms and screens. Asterisks.
Amazing.
It's finally complete.
Asterisk. A fighter's skin and brain mean nothing without claws. For the F-35, its arsenal hides within. Engineers slide open bomb bay doors with a metallic hiss, revealing rails and clamps gleaming under floodlights.
Check the primary
The sound of locking mechanisms, a heavy metallic clank echoes as technicians load missiles and smart bombs into the belly of the beast. The design is deliberate. Stealth demands hidden weapons. No wing pylons, no dangling bombs to betray it. Everything folds inside, as if the jet swallows its fangs until the moment of strike. JDAM bombs, AMRAAM missiles, laser-guided rounds all fit snug within its stomach, waiting in silence. But this silence has critics. The F-35 carries fewer weapons than older fighters, raising questions. Is invisibility worth less firepower? Each strike must count, each missile fired at costs that could bankrupt smaller nations. Still, when the bay doors open mid-flight, the scene is chilling. A jet that looks clean, ghost-like, suddenly transforms into a predator armed and ready. Do you think less is more? That a hidden arsenal outweighs numbers? Comment below. Asterisk. Asterisk, perfection must be proven. In testing grounds, stretching across deserts and oceans, F-35 prototypes face their trials. Radar arrays sweep beams across the sky, searching for shadows that should not exist. Screens flicker, then show nothing. The jet has vanished. Radar silenced. Engineers cheer until the next flight reveals cracks, software glitches, engines overheating. Vertical takeoff trials are no gentler. On blazing runways, the F-35B rises like a levitating stone, downwash kicking storms of dust and flame. Pilots grip controls with white knuckles. Engineers watch with jaws clenched. Each wobble threatens disaster. Each second costs millions. Failures do not vanish. They scar the program. Some jets grounded, others delayed for years. Costs climb higher, critics grow louder. Yet each success, each safe landing, is a step toward rewriting air combat. Would you want these failures hidden, or should the world know the true cost of power? Type yes or no, because testing is not proof of perfection, it is survival under fire. Asterisk. From fire, wires, and failures comes production. Inside Lockheed Martin's assembly halls, the F-35 rolls forward like a machine on an assembly line of war. Dozens of jets in various stages stretch across hangars the size of stadiums. Robots weld panels with sharp bursts, ZZZCTZZCC, while workers in yellow vests slide ladders along fuselages, checking every seam. Conveyors hum steadily as components move like clockwork. A wing lowered by crane locks into place with a deep metallic thud. Technicians spray matte gray paint across smooth curves, mist hanging in air with a soft hiss. Row after row, unfinished jets stand like silent predators waiting to be unleashed. But even in mass production, the cost remains staggering. Each F-35 carries a price tag measured in nations' budgets. Each flight hour burns tens of thousands. Engineers know they are building history, but also controversy. From the factory floor to the runway, the jet transforms. Engines roar, afterburners ignite, and the fighter leaps skyward, from silence to thunder in seconds. Quantity has been achieved, but at what price? That is the question that haunts every takeoff. Asterisk. The factory gates close, but the roar of the F-35 echoes far beyond. Today, Hundreds fly across the globe, stationed on carriers, air bases, and allied skies. To admirers, it is the ultimate symbol of 21st century dominance, a ghost that kills before it is ever seen. To critics, it is a monument to waste, proof that ambition can drain more treasure than any enemy ever could. When these jets take off in formation, afterburners igniting the night, the sight is breathtaking, but also chilling. Every second aloft burns fortunes. Every mission tests the limits of technology and politics. The question lingers, is the F-35 the future of war, or a disaster wrapped in stealth? What do you think? Is this machine a miracle of engineering, or the most expensive mistake in military history? Tell me in the comments. Yes for the future, no for the failure. And stay with us, because next time we go even bigger. Beyond fighters, beyond stealth, into the floating steel cities of the seas. Nuclear carriers. Asteroids.